everyone, welcome to the channel Unlock Law Online English. In this video, we will be walking through the most important or most frequently or most asked question, that is how to land a corporate law job. What are the best practices that we have to adapt to get a corporate job, and what are the salary expectation, what are the skills? So many questions in and around the same topic. So I've decided to make an exclusive video on the same, and here we are on the video, how to land a corporate law job, tips for aspiring legal professionals. Let's get started with some of the important concepts. First one is subject knowledge. This is very important topic, that you should be having the in-depth knowledge of the subject. So when I tell subject knowledge, it is not that should be knowing about the provisions of law. You should be knowing about the practical application of the provisions. For example, in your interviews, you will not be asked like define section 73 of Indian Contract Act or what does it say. Rather than your questions will be, how would you practically address a situation where a breach has occurred and the non-breaching party seeks to claim compensation? So there you will be invoking section 73 of Indian Contract Act, and you will be explaining the remedies available about the breach and all other concepts. So more than knowing about the provisions, you should be knowing about the application of provisions along with its exceptions, provisions, and all other concepts. You should be able to mold that specific provision so that your clients get the desired benefit or desired outcome of it. This is not just limited to the sections, it is also in the matter of case laws. You need not tell the case facts, judgments, and all other things. Questions will be like, how are you going to apply that judgment in this particular case? How are you going to find the relief that your client is seeking for? That is the first concept. Gain the practical application of the law subject. Next one is constant upgradation. Learning is a constant and continuous process, especially if you are a lawyer or if you are an advocate. You should be learning always. There is some amendment, there are new laws, and also I don't think that any of us know 100% of law. Forget about 100%, not even 80% of law. We have a lot of law subjects to read, a lot of enactments to read. Globally, we have a lot to read. It's not just related or confined to India. You should be knowing about international laws too, like GDPR and California Privacy Act, CPA, many other things. It is not, you cannot confine yourself to the Indian learning Indian laws. You should be knowing about the global laws. If not all, it is not practically possible to know all the provisions, but few important of them, and also a brief outline that why it is, what it is, and all other concepts. And also, you should be knowing about all the law subjects. See, being an advocate or a lawyer is something like you are jack of all and master of none. That is, you should be knowing about all subjects. If it is medical laws, you should be knowing about medical laws. If it's consumer laws, you should be knowing about that. If it is about AI law, you should be knowing about that. If not the entire subject in depth, but you should be able to answer any basic question that is asked about that subject. Because in corporate law, you cannot define that, okay, your expertise or your subject matter will be related to this one. For example, now if you are in a procurement department in any of the MNCs, when you are reviewing the contracts, you will be getting variety of vendor contracts. It may be service, or it may be product, or it may be any PSA, or it may be related to IT contract. So there are like a wide variety of things that you will experience or you will have a look at through the everyday. So it is very important that you know the concepts, you understand the concepts, what are they. So the first step you have to do is enhancing your subject knowledge, that is being updated with laws and also knowing the practical application of laws. Moving next, let us look at what is the next thing that you should be possessing. That is a good control over the language. I honestly, and I suggest you out of my experience that you should be well versed in the English language. English language is something that earns the bread and butter to you. So you should be learning it and you should be very fluent at it. I will not tell you that you should be 100% error free and you should not be making any grammatical mistake. It happens. Even I do a lot of grammatical mistake at some point of time. Therefore, it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to learn, and you need not be knowing like very colorful words with very good adjective adverbs. It's okay, no problem, even if you are not at that level, but ensure that you are in the fluency level. You can understand, you can speak, you can read, you can write good English. And also foreign language, that is an added advantage. I would tell that it's a cherry on the top, on the cake. That would mean that clients will give you a preference. Now, for example, if there is any German client, and if you know the language, they'll be like, yeah, we want you. And Japanese, Chinese, French. So these are the languages where the client would prefer, because even they would be having transactions at the regional language. So if you are good at English as well as their language, you will be the first one to be chosen. So therefore, trust me when I say this, this is a high time that you start polishing your skills, you learn the language, you get preference over it, and you get fluency over it, so that you would be the first pick of the clients. Next one is legal English. Legal English is a little different from that of the normal English. So now when you read a sentence, you will be able to understand if it is written by a person from law background or not, or from a non-law background. See, for example, act of God, natural calamity, etc. This is grammatically correct. I'm not telling that this is grammatically mistake or something like that. But if it is written by an advocate or a lawyer, it will be like including but not limited to act of God, natural calamity. Okay, so the second line, the moment you read it, you will find that, oh, someone from legal background has written this. So that is legal English in this certain in this pretext. I am not telling that you should be well aware with that of the Latin maxims, and you should be writing hearsay and all other per se and all other words. No, I am not telling you that. Do not have that kind of too much of complicating the words, too much of complicating the sentences. But yes, to some extent, ensure that you live your charm, or you showcase your proficiency in that subject, in the matter that you write or that you speak or that you present to any person, so that the person gets impressed and he feels like, yeah, this person has a good control over the subject. So these are the things that leave a positive remark in front of your hiring manager, or with that of the client. So therefore, the second thing that you have to start preparing is for the language part. Focus on that. Be consistent with your practices, regularly practice. And again, there is no full stop, or there is no point wherein you feel that, okay, I am very good at English, I cannot make any grammatical mistakes, or I know all idioms and phrases. No, it's not like that. Everybody makes mistakes, and everybody has a scope to learn. So always be open for learning either subject knowledge or with that of the language. And also, when I speak about the language, I also mean that understanding US and UK, or any other, even for that matter, European accent is different. You can practice by listening to those. You can watch some web series, or you can watch some movies wherein people speak in that accent, and you understand that one. Because being from law background, you should be a good listener, and you should be listen to those people, what are they telling. Therefore, it is very important that even if you're not able to speak in that accent, at least you should be able to understand that accent. So start watching those series, watching those videos wherein they are speaking in that accent, and you will be able to learn it, understand it, and this will be helping you in your corporate job. Also, while hiring, these questions will be asked. How okay are you with the UK accent, or US accent, or German accent? Are you able to understand it? At some point of time, in some companies, there will be a test on this one also, wherein audio will be played in that particular accent, and you are supposed to guess that one, or you're supposed to write about that one and understand and write a solution to that one. So there will be different concepts. And sometimes your hiring manager will be from that region, from a UK or Chinese or Japanese region. So you have to understand the accent that he is speaking, and you have to answer your questions. So these are the things that help you to land in a corporate job. Next one, what is the next skill? That is resume. This is very important, that you have a very good CV. And some key points that I would like to tell you about CV is it should not be more than one page. Only academicians, like people who are from the teaching background, can have more than one page, because the focus will be more on the presentations, the paper publications, and research work done. Therefore, their resume will obviously be more than one page, but this is little different in corporate sector. Though yes, we are in corporate sector, there is preference to the paper publication and all other things, but not as much as that of the academic field. Therefore, your resume shall not be more than one page, and there is no scope for the grammatical mistakes and the formatting issues. It has to be perfect. Okay. Next, chronological order. When I say chronological order, I mean to say reverse chronological order. The recent would be at the top, like you have done 5 jobs. First job that you write should be your current job, followed by the previous, and so, and also the qualification, also the highest qualification would be at the top, followed by the following ones. So this way, the person who is looking at your resume would not be facing any difficulty to search for the things. Where is what? They'll be able to easily identify it. And no use of proper pronouns. That is I, you, we. So these things shall not be used in the resume. Not proper pronouns, personal pronouns. So that thing, avoid that particular thing in the resume. When you write the summary also, when you write the career objective, do not write I. Okay, do not write we, or do not write myself. Do not write those kind of things. Next, keywords. This is very essential. Whatever the JD is, it has to match with your resume. Okay, so that way it will be leaving a good impression, and also that will pick up from the ATS tools. Okay, that is applicant tracking system tools. Most of the companies will have these kind of softwares wherein the HRs will be updating the resume, uploading the resume, and that particular tool would pick up the resumes that is matching with the job description. Therefore, it is very important to ensure that the keywords are present in your resume, which the ATS tool will be able to access. It has, for example, if it is speaking about compliance part, then it will be speaking about privacy laws and corporate laws, all other things. So you should be adding those terms in your resume. It should not be a different one. It should be matching to each other. Next, PDF form. Yes, the resume, whenever you share it, it has to be compulsorily in the PDF format, and the correct naming of the file. Do not write like resume latest, no, CV latest, or CV with some date, that the date you have updated it. No. Ensure that it has only your name, or else and underscore CV or resume. So that way it is easier for the recruiter to search your resume. If that person has downloaded, it is easier for him to search. If you have named it as like latest and all other things, where will that person search? Imagine yourself as a recruiter and do everything that would help the recruiter in finding your resume in the easiest way. So the major focus should be on your resume. Your resume is like your display picture, your DP. So that has to leave a good impression to that of the recruiter, hiring manager, client, or whosoever the stakeholder be. Moving next, let us look at the technical skills. Technical skills, you should be very good at the Microsoft Office tools, that is Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. These are three are the major ones. In addition to this, you can also must get mastery over OneNote. That is also preferred in many of the companies wherein they prefer working in that platform. And also, it is not limited to these ones. You can go further and you can learn many other Microsoft tools, and also other tools which are related in your day-to-day work. Next one is application and tools. When I say application and tools, it can be your software management tools like Ceridian, Jira, Sapphire, Robobuy, many others. Okay, the list is not limited to these one. There are many others, and the companies use different ones. Need not be that okay, this company is using only this one. It would depend from company to company. So therefore, have a good knowledge over those things. Though you have not practically worked, look at the job description. You will be finding what tools they are using. They'll be usually writing that one in the job description. So you can research about that. You can know about those tools. So if there are any questions in the interview, you can answer the same. Next, using of search engine and AI, that is also very important. You should be able to search, able to use search engine like Google very effectively to find any legislations or to find any case laws. And also artificial intelligence, that is going to be the king. It is a king already, and you should be knowing about how to leverage the king, that is the AI. So the first one is subject knowledge, followed by language, resume, technical skills. So once you are thorough with this, you should be very well polished with that of your soft skill. You should be able to communicate properly and effectively. Okay, so you should be able to um, ensure that the person takes your words very seriously. He should not be like, oh, he's telling something. Why am I going to listen to him? That should not be there. You should be able to grab that person's attention towards you and ensure that he echoes with whatever you tell. So that is the thing that you can do with your good communication skills. Next, networking. This is very important in the law field. If you are having a good network, you'll be able to get to know about the job openings and also about some scope for learning. And also, you'll be able to get good referrals. That is also a very important thing in the corporate world. Getting a referral is a very good thing, and it's one of the easiest modes to get hired as well, because there is somebody who is vouching for you already. I could say that that's a kind of nepotism that exists, not in a serious way, but yes, that somewhere helps you, that somewhere facilitates you if you have a good networking system and a good referral background. Next, body language. Body language, appear confident, have a good have good grooming, ensure that you are presentable always whenever you are in camera or in person. So that way the person feels that yes, this person is professional, this person is presentable. That impression you should live. Next one is negotiation skills. It can be your salary, it can be your work that you do, or it can be anything. So you should be very good at your negotiation skills. So once these soft skills are being mastered, you are landing at a corporate job. So all of these things would be helping you to land in a corporate job. Let me walk you through again. That is subject knowledge, knowing the practical application of law, updated about the recent trends, the recent new laws, and being jack of all in a very true sense. Next, language and proficiency over the English language, and also uh, understanding of accents and also any of the foreign language would be an added advantage. In addition to that, you should be well aware of, and you should be fluent with that of the usage of legal English. Next, resume. Your CV speaks a lot of things about you. Ensure that you have an ATS friendly resume, and you tailor it for every application that you do. You do not have a generic resume with which you apply to every place. That era is gone, wherein you apply with only one resume and you do not make any changes. Ensure that you have a dynamic resume wherein you make changes every now and then for every job application that you do. Technical skills and soft skills, yes, these two are very important. Ensure that you have good control over the technology, and also you have a good hand in communication skills, networking, body language, etc. So once you are in the corporate job, there are various kind of or nature of the jobs. Let me go through it one by one. In-house legal counsel, wherein they are working in-house, like they are working for the company, they are not working for somebody else. Okay, they are not the general counsel, they work for the company. And next we have corporate counsel, compliance officer, contract manager or analyst, intellectual property counsel, labor and employment counsel, litigation counsel, mergers and acquisition counsel, tax counsel, regulatory affairs counsel, risk management counsel, data privacy and protection counsel, posh consultant, vendor management team, audit team, and so on. So there are various roles that are available. So whenever you are searching for a corporate job, look for the job description, look for the job title. Do not always go with the designation. The designation can be fancier one. Ask the question to that of the hiring manager or the HR that how would your day look like? What are the things that you are going to do? So that way you will be understanding if that particular job aligns with that your passion, with that of your interest, or is it something totally different? And that would help you to take a better decision of. So these are the things that I had to cover about landing a corporate job. And yes, here you could see that I have not made any mention about the law colleges that you had studied about because it doesn't matter. Actually, it doesn't matter. And if it matters for someone, then I don't think that there is no point in working for those kind of employees because they have a very limited mindset. And yes, I do agree that they prefer for the colleges. Colleges also leave an impression because they feel that okay, if somebody is from this college, they will be skilled and all other things. I opine that now the era has changed. You can study from any college because you have a great access to internet, and internet is a place wherein you can find a lot of courses, either in some platforms or in platforms like YouTube, wherein you can leverage your skills. Need not necessary that all your learnings are limited to your college. Your learning is not limited to college like that of the earlier days. It is exceptional, and you can learn from all places, and you have access to wonderful tutors, wonderful platforms, uh, either free, paid, and also these days internships like online internships, offline internships, which have facilitated the students to bring out the best in them, get industry trained, and learn more and more. So colleges also has a role to play, but not as that of the traditional concepts. Okay, so need not be that all your learnings are limited to the college. I would like to state and emphasis on it once again. And if any recruiter is watching that, please do ensure that you give an opportunity for the other law students or other law colleges also, wherein they have exceptional skills in them and they have moduled them, or they have shaped them in a very good manner with the help of these platforms and with the help of the internships. So this is all about landing a corporate job for a law student. And if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, or need any more information, please feel free to reach out to me via WhatsApp at 9945893415. I hope this video was informative to you, and I have tried to cover as much as concepts that I can in a bird's eye view. I would tell that there are too many other things that are to be considered, but still, these things would help you to keep your first and second steps, maybe 3, 4 steps. And yes, with this note, I am winding up this particular video. If you watched till here, then this video, I assume that was informative to you. If yes, please do let us know in the comment section and also share this with your friends. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel Unlock Law Online English.